Hi, good morning or good afternoon. My name is David Sosna, and with me today is my colleague Sid. And we're going to show you today MoneyCube, our analytical chatbot that helps customers manage their finance and save some money. A little bit about us. So we are Personetics, and some of you, hopefully many of you, are familiar with our personalized guidance platform, which is helping very innovative banks around the world provide intelligent guidance, insights, and contextual advice to customers. We use real-time analytics. We scan about 15 million customers today. We look for patterns, and we decide if it's an interesting thing that the customer should do. It could be a self-service issue. It could be a bill that the customer forgot to pay. It could be an opportunity to save some money or to consolidate credit card. So when we looked at the chatbot arena, we saw a very interesting capability, a conversational capability to interact with consumers using a dialogue. But unfortunately, when we saw the first implementation that came out, we saw capabilities like checking the balance or searching for transactions. And we do not think that they are exciting enough. They're not going to provide enough value for consumers. And so we don't think they're going to get a lot of success. However, if you think about taking analytics and putting it on top of conversation, we think that's a much powerful service that can provide a lot of value for consumers. And if you make it available for consumers via Facebook, via Alexa, as part of the mobile app, you can provide something really meaningful for the end customer. So now, let's see it in action. So my bank has been promoting its new MoneyCube bot, and I decided to check what's the story. I'm going to search for the bot and check it out. That looks kind of interesting. Goals, saving, I definitely need that. So I decided to sign up for the service. And at this point, Facebook recognized me and offered me to sign up for the service. I'm going to give it a try. And at this point, MoneyCube is asking me to sign up. In order for MoneyCube to understand who I am, he needs to connect with me, look at my data, and then provide me with the intelligence. We're using at this point the bank login mechanism to connect between the customer, the Facebook, and his bank credential. And at this point, we're ready to go. Now, MoneyCube is going to ask me a few more questions, try to get to know me a little bit better. What do I think about retirement? What are kind of my long-term plans? And also making sure that I'm there. So let's see what will happen next. So a few days after, I go out to a fancy restaurant with my friends, and then MoneyCube is approaching me with a message. Now that's kind of interesting. I didn't notice that I'm spending so much money on dining out. Now, data is important, but what MoneyCube is also able to do is to give me an advice. And when we are measuring data versus advice, and the advice is contextual, the advice is actionable, I can actually do something about it. And this is a very valuable service that I can get from MoneyCube. MoneyCube is also promoting other things that I can do, and obviously making sure that I'm happy. And so collecting customer feedback is something very important. And MoneyCube collects feedback throughout the interaction, and using this feedback to understand how much more to send me, how open I am to receive messages from MoneyCube. All right, so a few days after, I'm looking at this brand new iPhone. It's black, water resistance, I really want to buy it. Can I afford it? I'm not sure. Maybe I'm going to ask MoneyCube to help. All right, so MoneyCube is there, and he's ready to give me a hand. And obviously, the first question he's asking me, how much does it cost? So I'm going to put in the amount, and then MoneyCube is now running the calculation in the back. He's checking my cash flow. He's checking what am I able to spend. And now the answer is that I need 2 months to save. Now, MoneyCube is also offering me the assistant. He's going to track my goal, if I'll agree to that. I'll give it a name, and off we go. Now, MoneyCube is there. MoneyCube is now watching my activity, looking for opportunities for me to save. He's using analytics to understand when is the right time for me to move money. And This is the first opportunity. So MoneyCube decided that it's almost the weekend, and before I go out and spend a lot of money, which I usually do over the weekend, he's going to ask me if I want to move a little bit of money into my saving. I'm going to say yes. That's really, really cool. So this is a very powerful service. Thank you, Sid. And this is also very effective for consumers. Now, can we also make it available in multiple channels? Let us switch to the My Bank mobile application. And Cube is waiting. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to check my situation. I wonder how much money did I save already? So let's ask MoneyCube to give us the answer. All right, $150. That's great. I'm a little bit behind, so I need to do a little bit more saving. And MoneyCube is there for me. He's watching over, he's looking over my finance, understanding when is the next time that he needs to approach me. Well, lucky for me, I got paid. And MoneyCube is looking at my future expenses, understanding that this is exactly the right time to take the additional $400 and move them toward buying a phone. And I have a new phone now. So this is, from our perspective, a very interesting service that we can offer consumers. We're using the Personetics personal guidance with conversation to make it accessible to customers across multiple channels. We're looking at spending, we're looking at short-term goals, and we're also looking at things like retirement. If you want to check it out and talk to us a little bit more, come and visit us in our booth. Thank you.